Hello viewers, good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you in today's episode of our weekly magazine series, Youthfolio. We have a jam-packed episode full of entertaining and informative stories jostling for your attention. Let's get cracking with our first section, Current Issues. Flood situation continues to be grim in Assam. Manipur Chief Minister flags off air shipment of organic pineapples from Imphal. Tripura's Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan launched. Anganwadi workers receive smartphones. Northeast women practice yoga and receive sanitary pads, masks and sanitizers in Delhi. Meghalaya Chief Minister presents U. Tirot Singh Youth Achievement Awards. The flood situation in Assam continued to be severe, with over 35 lakh people affected by the deluge in 28 districts of the state till the time of filing this report. Apart from human beings, and over 1.28 lakh hectares of cropland, animals too have been severely affected. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal visited the submerged areas of the Kaziranga National Park recently in a motorboat via Mora Difalu River under the Baguri range of the park and took stock of the condition of the marooned animals. He also inquired on measures taken by the park authority to ensure their protection. During his 1.5-hour-long boat ride at the flood-hit areas of the park, Chief Minister Sonowal also took stock of animals taking shelter at the highlands constructed in the park by the state government.
সকলে ৰাইজ প্ৰশাসন মিলি গোটেই উদ্ধাৰ অভিযান চলাইছে। ভিতৰুৱা অঞ্চলবিলাকত এবুকু পানী, তাৰ ভিতৰৰ পৰা ট্ৰেক্টৰ লৈ NDRFৰ নাও লৈ এই আটাইবিলাক মানুহক ওখ ঠাইলৈ আনিছে। এনেকুৱাকৈ উদ্ধাৰ অভিযান সকলোৰে মিলিজুলি উদ্ধাৰ অভিযান ভালমতে চলি আছে।
ৰঙিয়াত ভীষণ বানপানী, যি 84 চনত যি বানপানী হৈছিল, ভয়াৱহ বানপানী, সেই বানপানীকো অতিক্ৰম কৰিছে এইবাৰ বানপানীয়ে। এই যি পুঠিমাৰী নৈৰ যি বগৰীবাৰী বান্ধ ভাঙি যোৱাৰ লগে লগে সেই পানী বৰলীয়া নৈত সংযোগ হৈছিল আৰু তাৰ ফলত ৰঙিয়া চহৰকে ধৰি প্ৰায় 100খন গাঁও আৰু ৰঙিয়াৰ ওচৰত যি বিটিএডি গাঁও সেইসমূহ প্লাবিত হৈছে। আজি বহু লোক গৃহহাৰা হ'বলগীয়া হৈছে।
Amid battling corona pandemic and other problems, governments of the Northeast are working hard to ensure that the positives derived in this period, for instance in the agri sector, are not wasted. In Manipur, to ensure that the large pineapple production of the state gets good remuneration, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on the 12th of July flagged off the first air shipment of 1.2 metric tons of locally grown organic pineapples from the Bir Tikendrachit International Airport. A total of around 220 metric tons queen variety pineapples are set to be airlifted this year in different phases from Manipur to cities including Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, etc. This initiative would serve as lucrative means for generating income. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren urged the farmers not to worry about finding a market for their agro-produce and assured that the government would buy all their produce. A corpus fund of Rs 3 crore had already been created for this purpose, he added. Referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Vocal for Local slogan, he appealed to the farmers to work hard to upgrade indigenous and local produce to global standards. The sterling service rendered to society at large by Anganwadi workers have been witnessed during the corona pandemic too all over the country. In Tripura, recognizing the service of these selfless workers, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb recently presided over the Mukhya Mantri Matri Pushti Upahar Vitaran, a program for distribution of mobile phones among Anganwadi workers. He also inaugurated the Tripura Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan in the same program at Nazrul Kalakshetra, Agartala. The Tripura Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan is designed as an offshoot of the central program for the girl child. Till date, the central program was implemented in South Tripura districts alone with 100% assistance from the central government. Seeing its success, the Tripura government has now decided to extend the scheme for welfare and education of the girl child to the remaining 7 districts of the state. An allocation of rupees 70 lakh per year at the rate of rupees 10 lakh per district would be made from the state funds for the purpose, it was informed. Addressing the program, Chief Minister Deb also informed that more than 10,000 people, including Anganwadi workers and supervisors, were given smartphones so as to help them in their functioning. He, however, expressed dissatisfaction on the infant mortality rate in Tripura and stressed that health of mothers is essential for building a healthy society. The fertility rate in Tripura is 1.7%, whereas all over India it is 2.2%.
আজকে 10,278 জন তাদেরকে স্মার্টফোন দেওয়ার শুরুয়াত হবে। তার মধ্যে 9,911 জন আঙ্গনবাড়ি কর্মী और 367 জন সুপারভাইজার নতুন নিযুক্তি সহ। আর এই স্মার্টফোনের যে স্কিম তাতে 8,31,96,250 টাকা খরচা হচ্ছে।
Ladies from different states of the Northeast living in the national capital were invited to an informal get-together at Deer Park, New Delhi to interact with each other by National Executive Member BJP ST Morcha Linda Newmay on Saturday the 18th of July. Over 100 ladies who have chosen to stay back in the national capital post-lockdown congregated following corona protocols and shared their joys and concerns with each other. The program saw Linda talking to the ladies about importance of personal hygiene and fitness among other things. A yoga and exercise session was conducted wherein all participated in the green environs of the Deer Park, albeit maintaining social distance. Special emphasis was given to practicing pranayama or the yoga for breath control, which is known to help in clearing the respiratory tract and thus form a shield against COVID-19 attack. Neither the humid Delhi climate nor the fast approaching dusk deterred the ladies who obviously enjoyed this group yoga session. The enjoyable as well as beneficial program ended with distribution of sanitary pads, masks and sanitizers by Linda Newmay. Youth Folio too chipped in and distributed vitamin C tablets to the ladies to help them boost their immunity in these COVID-troubled days. Such programs to build a feeling of sisterhood would go a long way to ensure that ladies of the Northeast who have come out of the comforts of their respective states to study or carve out careers and businesses in the highly competitive city of Delhi stand by each other in good times and bad.
This is not only for women's health, though sanitary pads and all this is for the women's menstrual hygiene, and we need to educate our sisters that this is not the subject to feel shy about. This is regarding our women's health, and if we keep our health clean, hygienic, we live a life of hygienic. And then plus today I have add another thing which is for physical fitness also.
ये बहुत अच्छा है। और अभी सबका तनख्वाह नहीं मिलने का कारण अभी हमारा सबके पास लाइक इतना पैसे भी नहीं है कि हम नेपकिन खरीद के यूज़ करें, तो उसको हमने ध्यान में रखते हुए और प्लस सैनिटाइज़र जो बहुत ज़रूरत है अभी कोरोना वायरस को लेके, हमें सब घर से निकलते ही या घर पे भी रहते हुए भी हमें हाथ धो के रहना चाहिए। इस बीच में सैनिटाइज़र जो है ये भी बहुत एक जो बहुत ज़रूरी चीज़ है उसको बांट रहा है। और मास्क जो है जो घर से निकलते ही जो हमने जो सबसे पहले अपने प्रिकॉशन के लिए जो लगाने के लिए जो गवर्नमेंट ने जो दिया गया गाइडलाइन को लेके जो हमने आज के दिन में जो प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो ऐसे इस प्रोग्राम से हम थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा तो नहीं बट फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत भी अगर हम सबका मदद कर पाते हैं तो करके हमने ये ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया है।
We have all gathered to discuss about the safety and hygiene, about how we should keep ourselves during lockdown. So it is very important for us, as well as people are facing many anxiety issues as well, mental issues, because they have to live at home. They can't meet their friends and family members as normal. So yep, we are here to actually discuss and teach people more about how more hygienic you can be and safe you can be.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma presented the Youth Achievement Awards to 5 national youth awardees in a simple ceremony on the 17th of July to mark the 185th death anniversary of U. Tirot Singh CM, one of the most revered freedom fighters of Meghalaya, who laid down his life for his land and people. The U. Tirot Singh CM Youth Achievement Awards aim to give due recognition to youth in order to encourage them to continue their services to society and also to become role models for future generations. While congratulating the awardees, Chief Minister of Meghalaya reminded everyone to promote and recognize talented youths as they are the backbone of the state and the nation. The event kicked off with a musical performance by singer Desmond CM at the Convention Center of Hotel Pinewood in strict accordance to COVID-19 protocols and social distancing norms.
The sacrifice that was made by U. Tirot Singh, and to continuously remind every citizen of this state and every citizen of this country of the contributions that U. Tirot Singh made, not just to the people of the region, but the country as a whole. And to remind us that we should learn and also be proud of the leader that we have. The second objective of having this program is to recognize the youths who are today contributing to our people, to our society, and to our state.
The corona pandemic has thrown many enterprises in jeopardy. The once booming business of salons and beauty parlors have been hard hit. Let's meet up with a young lady from Manipur who runs a salon in Delhi, has bravely opted to stay on instead of returning home, and has also opened her salon post Unlock 1 was announced following all corona protocols. The thriving business of beauty parlors and salons offering an array of beauty and hair treatments suffered a huge setback worldwide with lockdown inflicted by COVID-19 pandemic. In India, many states allowed reopening of standalone barber shops and parlors which were not located in malls when Unlock 1 started on the 8th of June, giving a reprieve to many entrepreneurs and workers. However, footfall remains abysmally low if beauty parlor owner Teji Mala Merem Kangmai from Senapati district of Manipur, who runs a parlor called Malana TG in Delhi's Humayunpur area, is to be believed. Highly trained and experienced beautician Teji Mala says that she used to get 30 plus customers every day before the lockdown, but now only a handful come.
I opened my salon, it's been 6 years now. 2014 I start open my salon in Malana Women Names in Subdivision location, Subdivision itself. And when I open, the client is very rush. In a per day, 30 to 50 client visit. And during lockdown, it's everyone you know, this pandemic time. Client also it's risky to come in a salon.
Tejimala is now working only with a few workers as many have returned back home to the Northeast. She and her staff are taking special care to conform to COVID precautionary directives of wearing disposable PPEs, masks, gloves, etc. to ensure safety, as also trying to maintain as much distance as possible.
After government announced to open the salon, it's on June 8. After June 8, we open. The client also very less. Working client doesn't come. It's stopped. And my regular client like 10 years, 13 years, 6 years, 5 years, that regular client visit. And we give them also, we care about them also. We encourage them to pre-book the appointment. And they visit, and we give them sanitizer, we give them the mask and everything, precaution. And we also do a precaution very well. We use PP kit and mask and cap and everything.
Tejimala is very happy to have chosen Delhi as her workplace and says that Delhiites, who comprise of 80% of her customers, have very good relations with her. Comparing with other places in the Northeast, she says clientele and hence income in Delhi is much more than in the North. And add a gents section to her salon in the near future when the pandemic abates. It's time now for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere, don't touch your remotes, we'll be right back with you. First World, a complete monthly magazine of the Northeast, read by who's who of the land, packaging news and current affairs, sports, culture, festivals, achievers, life in Metro and lots more. Buy the magazine today from stalls across the Northeast and New Delhi at ₹50 per copy or subscribe for 12 issues by paying ₹550 online. For details, contact 98101 29327. One Mahotsav, which passed us by a few days ago, witnessed large-scale plantation drives all over the Northeast. We bring you some glimpses of this very important activity. On occasion of the 71st Van Mahotsav celebration, a mass rally cum tree plantation program was organized by Range Officer of Kasam Khulen at Somrai and Irong village in Kamjong district of Manipur. The program was held on the theme, Join Hands to Make Change Today. Saplings were also distributed to the villagers to celebrate the event. The villagers, along with forest officials, walked to local Stanba High School in Irong village and planted different flowering and fruit-bearing trees alongside the road. They also planted varieties of saplings including Yongchak, Bokul, Laihau, Blackberry, etc. at Somrai Baptist Church campus. The 71st Van Mahotsav observation in Tripura provided a new dimension to the celebration. While the customary tree planting by State Chief Minister took place here too, a new concept of e-tree An e-nursery was introduced this year, wherein every tree planted would be digitized in a way that scanning the pattern installed next to the tree would give complete details about which tree it is, its benefits, as well as who planted it and when. Additionally, steps are being taken to ensure survival of the thus planted trees.
আমাদের রাজ্যে প্রথম ট্রি এর ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে ও তাতে যখন স্মার্টফোন দিয়ে আপনি স্ক্যান করবেন যে গাছটা আপনি লাগিয়েছেন তো তার সামনে একটা থাকবে স্ক্যানিং সিস্টেম রয়েছে সেখানে গিয়ে আপনি যখন আপনার স্মার্টফোন দিয়ে সামনে রাখবেন তো আপনি পুরো ডিটেলস কে লাগিয়েছে তার ডিটেলস কি কোন গাছ লাগিয়েছে এই গাছে কি লাভ হবে ইন ডিটেলস একদম আপনি ওয়েবসাইটে চলে যেতে পারবেন। আর তার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে আরেকটা বড় বিষয় যে আমরা দেখিতে 2015-16-তে 16-17-তে যে গাছ লাগানো হতো বনমহোৎসব করে ঢাকঢোল পিটে তারপর গাছগুলো কোথায় আছে কি নেই তার কোনো হিসেব নিকাশ ছিল না, কিন্তু আজকের যে সরকার রয়েছে সেই সরকারের কাছে প্রতিটি গাছের প্রতিটি নার্সারির হিসাব রয়েছে।
Friends, we've reached wrap-up time of this episode. Check out the names of the contest winners of this week. For our contest section, we had asked which device to check temperature and which device to check oxygen level of the body did we feature in our episode today. The answer is, we had featured contactless digital infrared thermometers to check temperature and pulse oximeter to check pulse and oxygen level of the body. The winners are Hemam Jalina from Imphal, Manipur, Gangadhar Ghatowar from Dibrugarh, Assam, and Tenzing Drema from Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. Congratulations winners, we will recharge your mobile phones with ₹500 each within a week's time. Viewers who wish to win similar recharges from us have to answer a very simple contest question. The question this week is, which enterprise did we cover in the episode today? Rush your entries to youth_folio@yahoo.com or SMS or WhatsApp to 98101 29327. Don't forget to tune in to Youth Folio again next Saturday at 7:30 p.m. only on DD Assam. You could also check our earlier episodes on YouTube and also please subscribe to our Vision channel on YouTube. See you all next Saturday. Until then, take very good care of yourselves.